Hello and welcome, Wally here, and today I'm going to talk about something a little different than I normally do. For a while now, you guys have asked me to be more personal in my commentaries, and I perfectly understand why you guys would want this. I mean, I've been making videos for a while now, and I still really haven't given you the chance to get to know who I am, and when I come and share my own perspectives and ideals with you guys, it certainly doesn't mean as much if you don't know me as a person, so I'm going to really try to do a better job with that, and that is why I've come to share my last week or so with you guys. Unfortunately, this first video is going to be a little more serious tone than I would like it to be, but I think that it is ultimately something important, and hopefully you will listen and try to take something away from this. This week for me has been pretty difficult. I actually turned 23 this week, and while most birthdays are something to look forward to and a day that you remember and enjoy, this one most certainly was not. I remember waking up and just really being in an introspective mood, not wanting to do anything, and really just thinking a lot. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm not too excited about my current situation in life. As you guys probably know, I've been trying to become a video game journalist, and I have made some headway in getting into that career, but I haven't made as much progress as I was hoping to, being home from school, and I guess I'm starting to get a little worried about whether I have, what it takes or not to make it in the industry, or whether I have, the ability, the drive to, get my footing in the door. And I look at a lot of my other friends who seem to have things figured out a whole lot better than I do. I mean, they're already got their first jobs lined up, and they're heading off into their respective careers, and they all seem to kind of have an idea of what they want to do with their life. So yeah, I mean, I pretty much was almost just kind of moping around for a good majority of the day, when luckily I got a phone call from a friend asking me to come and play basketball with them, which kind of broke me out of my haze. So I went and played for like an hour with them, and I got home, and I was on the computer, and my mom came up to me, and I remember she had tears in her eyes, and she had told me that a family friend of ours had passed away. He was someone that I had personally grown up with. We've kind of haven't seen each other so much since, but he was 22 years old with 2 children, and now he's gone. And first of all, I just want to say that my heart goes out to the family and friends, and it's just one of those things that you can't justify and you can't reason. A death like this makes absolutely no sense, and it is personally the worst thing that I have ever witnessed in my life, being at the services and just trying to make some kind of sense of it all, and it's just an impossible thing to do. And while a lot of my thinking over the last week has been going out to that family and with them, that's not what I'm here to talk to you guys about, because first of all, it's just not the correct forum, and I don't want to talk about something that shouldn't be talked about on the internet. I want to talk more about myself. So after hearing this news and after dealing with it, I think the best that anybody, really can, a lot of my thinking was shifted onto myself. And I just remember being disgusted with myself, because here I am, at 23 years old, not a single health problem, really nothing to stop me. I have my whole life in front of me, and what do? I waste an entire day sitting around feeling sorry for myself, and looking back at that, there's no excuse for that. There's just no excuse for that at all. And I think that if there's one thing I'm going to take away from this situation, and it is the importance of understanding your own mortality. There are a lot of things in this life that you have no control over, and you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And as cheesy and as overstated as that fact is, it is true. You do not know what tomorrow's gonna bring. You don't know what's gonna happen, and when it comes to life and your life kind of being planned out and what's gonna happen tomorrow, you just can't control it. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Something inexplicable could happen, and you could find yourself in a totally new situation. And that is why I'm going to really start making attempts to value my time more and value myself more, because I think I waste a lot of my time either thinking about things that are 100% out of my control, or simply, just playing over past events and dwelling on things that have happened in the past that, again, I mean, you can't go back and change the past, so those are out of my control as well. So really what I wanted to come and stress to you guys is just the importance of valuing your time and making sure that you live to the utmost of your ability. I don't know if I'll ever make it as a video game writer. I don't know if I'll ever get my footing in the door, but I can promise you guys this much. The next couple months, I'm going to bust my ass trying to do it. And I'm going to try to do at least one thing every day that I can look back at and be proud about the fact that I did it. Whether it is helping out someone around me, making myself a better person, making myself a healthier person, finding fulfillment in life. I'm going to make that goal and that promise to myself right now, that for as long as I can, I'm going to try to do at least one thing every day that makes me a little better, a little happier, or someone around me a little happier every day. And while this is certainly a depressing topic to talk about, and it's a difficult thing to address, death, it's inevitability in life, and eventually it's something we all have to come and deal with and face with. So I'm sorry for bringing such a morose topic to come and talk about today, but I hope that if you guys take anything away from this, it is, to value your time, because we all only have a limited amount of it, and you never know when yours is going to be up. So please, try to make every day count in one way if possible. I'll talk to you guys next time.